Hello everybody, John back here again with another video, and I'm here to give you another top 5. Yes, it's that time of the week again, so let's get right into my top 5 list of the week. Today I'm dedicating this top 5 to a specific fan casting I've been wanting to do for a while, and that's of course my top 5 list of actresses I want to see in a solo Batman movie. Now, of course, for anybody who does not realize this, allegedly because of how pleased Warner Brothers is with Ben Affleck's performance in BVS Dawn of Justice, apparently they set out and gave him and greenlighted a 3-picture deal for 3 solo Batman, basically another Batman trilogy specifically for Ben Affleck to co-write and direct and star in, obviously, as Bruce Wayne / Batman. And I'm highly anticipating that, and I'm highly anticipating the DC Extended Universe as is. I can't wait to see all these movies. I want to see BVS, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Justice League. I even want to see Cyborg the movie. I don't know anybody who really wants to see it, but I fucking do. But with that being said, I specifically have been wanting to see more female characters in the DC universe, and specifically I want to see actresses in this new Batman franchise actually have something to do. I mean, I know they occasionally have a good female role or a female supporting character in these Batman movies, but usually it kind of just goes for Catwoman, and she's kind of like a one and done kind of character. I mean, like, just look at Batman Returns or Dark Knight Rises. She doesn't really have anything to do beyond those kind of movies. But seeing as how this is a universe, and now that Warner Brothers is finally embracing the comic book roots, I think it's time to actually have more characters, and characters that are actually have something to do that can be in multiple movies, you know? And these are just specific actresses who I personally love. I appreciate, I love their work. I think they're phenomenal actresses. They're amazing talents, and I think could work very well in a supporting leading role next to Ben Affleck, opposite Ben Affleck in the protagonist role of Bruce Wayne / Batman. Now, this could mean for anything. I mean, any of these actresses can be, this can be meant for practically any kind of role. It's just essentially a leading and/or supporting lead actress role, whether it's an anti-hero, villain, love interest, or just a original character created for the movie. These are just actresses I just want to see in a Batman movie, and it's also considered a fan casting, so of course none of these actresses are considered, and I'm pretty sure at the end of the day Warner Brothers will maybe cast a lot younger. But for the specific criteria that I chose for this top 5, I specifically went out and chose actresses between the ages of 30 and 40, and to be more specific, actresses in their late 30s to early 40s. Considering the idea that Ben Affleck is in his early 40s and he's playing a much more seasoned and older Batman, it only seems logical to pick an actress to play opposite him, who's also in that same age range. So that's why I specifically chose these actresses. Of course, there's thousands of other amazing and beautiful and young, talented actresses out there, but I think these are some that are amazing in their own right, and of course I think would work perfectly in this new universe with this new Batman and this new franchise. But with all that being said, once again, like always, this is subjective. It's my personal thoughts, my personal list. So of course, if at any time in this top 5 list, my list differs from yours, please comment below. Let me know what your personal top 5 list is for actresses you like to see in a solo Batman movie, specifically the one for the DC Extended Universe. That was a mouthful. But that being said, let's get into this top 5 list. Coming up at number 5 has to go to Carla Gugino. Now, of course, back in the day when she was doing press for San Andreas, the Dwayne Johnson movie that came out earlier in the year, she specifically said that she would love to be a part of the DC Extended Universe as a big superhero character. And I actually made a video talking about that, and I said, hell, she'd make a great Catwoman. She would do good in a Batman movie or something like that. And that's why I'm putting her on this list. I still feel the same way I did back when I did that video. Maybe not for a Catwoman, but I think she could do great in this new DC Extended Universe. She already has technically been in it. She played a robot character in the Man of Steel movie, so she's kind of a part of the universe. So Maybe she could be something beyond that, but as of right now, it hasn't really presented itself. But if she was going to be part of any kind of movie, I would like to see her in a Batman movie, and possibly a love interest or a supporting character, or maybe even Catwoman. But that being said, moving off of that, going to number 4 on this list has to go to January Jones. January Jones is a fucking beautiful, talented woman, and I feel like after the whole Madman scene, it's time to lock her down in a specific franchise. I mean, I know she's done with Mad Men, and specifically with actors and actresses who finish off shows that big and long, they usually take a break. But I would just love to see her in a big superhero franchise, and specifically in a Batman movie. To be more specific, Jones has not been in that many big movies since the whole Mad Men scene. However, she has been in these big superhero movies. She played, I think, my favorite version of Emma Frost in the X-Men movie. She was in X-Men First Class, if I'm not mistaken, and I would just love her to come back as that character. But if they're not going to do that, I say Warner Brothers, go lock her down and fucking get her to be in a freaking solo Batman movie, either, whether it's a love interest or an anti-villain, or just as a straight up, original character created for the movie. I would love to see her in that franchise. She's amazing, she's awesome, she's beautiful, she's talented, and I'm just saying, now that Madman's done, someone get her in a franchise quick. But moving off of that, and going into my top 3 on the top 3 list, coming in number 3 has to go to Michelle Monaghan. Michelle fucking kills it in a lot of stuff she does, and she specifically does a lot of comedy. I'm not gonna disagree with that. She's not really a part of like the real big franchises, and she hasn't really done specifically an incredibly dramatic movie role. However, when I saw her back in True Detective Season 1, the superior season, if I have to be so blunt, she was amazing in True Detective. She blew the doors down. I mean, like, she was definitely on par with, Woody Harrelson and, Matthew McConaughey. I mean, her performance in there was so intense and so freaking crazy and amazing that if she brought that to a big franchise movie like the Batman franchise, I would love to see that. She's beautiful, she's awesome, she kicks ass, and I need to see her in an amazing movie, because Pixels definitely may or may not have been one of that. But that being said, moving off of that, going to number 2 on this list has to go to Jessica Chastain. Jessica Chastain, she's been on a roll. She's been dominating movies after movies after movie. Every single role she's been taking, she's been dominating. And she freaking is an amazing, talented actress. I can't really say any other real great things about her. She's just so good. Just pick out the many movies she's done. I mean, like, just look at what she's done this year alone. I mean, The Martian, come on. That movie is hands down my favorite movie of the year. I mean, I know there was a lot of great movies this year, like Mad Max and Straight Outta Compton and, Ant-Man and all that kind of crazy stuff, but she freaking was awesome in The Martian, and I would love to see her in a solo Batman movie. I think she would do great as a love interest, or as, even an original character created for the movie, or maybe even a villain. But I would just love to see her in a franchise, specifically a superhero franchise, where I like to see her like really kick some ass in her roles, because it's great to be dramatic, and it's great to like have great dialogue presented to you with her kind of face, but I want to see her like kick some ass or something. I want to see her in that kind of a role, and I think she would do great, specifically in the Batman franchise. But moving off of her and getting to my number 1 pick, I have to skip the honorable mentions because there are just so many other amazing actresses who I would love to see rather in a solo Batman movie. However, there's just way too many to go through, so I'm going to skip it for now and just go directly to my number 1 pick, which has to go to Farrah Farmiga. Farrah, she fucking is amazing. There is no other way for me to even pronounce it. She is a dominator. She freaking kills her roles. I mean, I know lately she's been kind of known as like a scream queen because she's been doing so much horror-related content, whether it be the Conjuring franchise or the Bates Motel series or whatever. She's been killing it. But I want to see her something outside of that, and I know she's very particular with the roles she chooses. However, this is the best way I can put it. When I saw her in The Departed, the Martin Scorsese movie, which of course if you've not seen, please go check it out, because that movie is fucking awesome and so fucking badass. but she freaking kills in that movie. She's so awesome. She delivers. She has an amazing presence amongst many fucking crazy, awesome actors like Leo DiCaprio and fucking Jack Nicholson and fucking Matt Damon. Like, there's so many great talent in that movie alone, but she stands out. And I guess maybe that has a lot to do with the fact that she's kind of the only female lead in. But regardless of any of that bullshit, she fucking is awesome, and I've always respected her ever since then, and everything she's done after that has been consistently awesome. She freaking is an amazing actress. She's still incredibly a knockout, beautiful woman, and I just definitely want to see her in a big superhero movie or a specific dramatic, like, film noir kind of movie, which I feel like is what kind of direction that Ben Affleck would go with. I mean, I know he's probably going to go more comic booky because that's what Warner Brothers wants. They're expanding a universe, but then again, it's the more realistic, more earth grounded kind of universe in comparison to Marvel. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a jump. However, I just want to see her in there, whether it's a love interest, original created character, or especially a villain maybe. But I just want to see her in a Batman movie. She is so fucking amazing, and I think she would do great. With that being said, that's my top 5 list for actresses I would like to see in a solo Batman movie. What is your personal top 5 list? Let me know in the comment section below what actresses you would like to see in the new Batman franchise. Now, keep in mind, I did go a little older in comparison to a lot of the other young talent out there, but I think it's just more respected to go that route, considering the idea that Ben Affleck is obviously a lot older in comparison to the other Batman, so that's why I went a little older. But, even disregarding age, any one of these actresses would do great. I mean, like, they're just so great in what they do. Jones is awesome. Chastain is awesome. Farmiga, fucking amazing. So, but that's just me. Let me know what is your personal top 5 list in the comment section below. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, @JohnSk12. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. And I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been John12.